I was like, man, that's kind
There
of
we
because
go
usually
on
it tries to
YouTube
stay
Red.
away
Got
from
Frieren and Fern in the
copyright
background.
stuff,
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I thought was
but I was like,
lit.
I'll take it.
All right.
That's good.
We're up on everything, I think.
Beautiful.
Hello.
Greetings.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Izzy's here this week. We missed him.
Hey, Izzy.
Nice.
It's your views, but pick it up. Oh, hey, already messages from the bots on Twitch. Oh yeah, good sign.
Dude, what's
But yeah, this week we're covering season 2 of Frieren. We did season 1, I don't know, a month or two ago. So finally getting around to doing this one. It's all out now. Based off the text, we all finished it in relatively quick time. So
Record time, man.
yeah,
I think right after
one
that
day?
first episode, I started watching it. I was like, man,
yeah,
it's already out. Might as well.
Yeah, I was gonna hold off, and then you texted us on Tuesday, and I was like, all right, I'll start it, and then I finished it
yeah.
on
It
Tuesday.
was good. I finished. It took me 2 days, but
Took
very
me
very
5
good.
hours.
Still,
Yep.
it has not decreased in quality with season 2, which is a good sign.
No.
Unfortunately, the manga's still on hiatus, so who knows what's coming after that, but we'll see.
Come on.
Yeah.
I guess no introduction. If you want to see a synopsis of what it's about, go watch episode 1.
Yeah, there's not really much to
that's
go over.
great.
It's still the same show.
Yeah.
It
But
literally
continuing the
starts
story.
exactly where it ended.
yeah.
And that's what it's great about it. Like you still get that same feel. They didn't just decide to switch something up. All the characters
Vinland
are
Saga.
still
Shut up. It's great. If you didn't tell me that there was a season 2 and you just let me watch the entire thing, I would never have thought that there was a 3-year pause.
break. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was
Like
a
it was
3-year
just
pause.
boom, boom, and it was right into
Well,
it.
I
Like,
think
the ending was the beginning.
yeah, I think you feel like that because we just watched season 1. If you would have watched if we were doing the podcast
Back.
3 years ago, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Yeah.
you're not wrong, but it was still it was a couple months ago. Or a month or 2 ago.
It was like, I think we did it maybe in February because I was like, season 2 starts in March, so or maybe it was
Yeah.
the beginning of March, and it doesn't matter. It's
We're
been
all wrong.
it's
It was only 2
been
months ago.
okay,
2 months.
yeah.
But
So
still,
that's probably
like
why.
I've watched plenty of animes between then and now,
Yeah,
and so
Like-
it's
I finally. I'll save this for the end because it's a hot take on my part, not about Frieren, but about something
Ooh,
else.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I got a good one.
Okay.
It's related to Frieren. You'll
Okay.
see. Just remind me because I'm probably gonna forget.
I'm not gonna remind you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I got you.
Bless.
You're in hot take. Cool. Well, I mean, are we still running off of this form?
I figure we might as well. I mean, it's been enough time. If we were doing like back to back how we used to, where like week 1 was season 1 and week 2 was season 2, then there'd be no point. But
Yeah, I think we should go ahead because since it's an entire new season with several years in between, I said we should go ahead with the normal format.
Cool. We're going over Frieren Beyond Journey's End, Season 2, Section 1, the story and writing. Does it make sense? And did it keep you hooked?
I mean, yeah, obviously we all finished it within a day or two, so it's obviously the writing has not dipped, this animation quality has not dipped, the story hasn't dipped. Season 2 was just as good as season 1. If not better, because we're already, I don't know if it's better because season 1 had something magical that got everybody talking about it, but season 2 just felt exactly like season 1, so maybe not better, but the same.
It definitely felt the exact same. So if you liked season 1, you're gonna love season 2 because it's the same fucking thing. I think there's and I think it's just because of how less of episodes there were, but I feel like it took a dip in the excitement factor because there weren't 28 episodes.
Yeah,
There was a
there
lot
weren't as
more
many
covered in
arcs.
season 1, so it was one arc, and it left you on a decent cliffhanger, not like season 1 did.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good, but there wasn't as much. I think there's really one big battle scene. I think that's really it.
Yeah, there's a small one, and then there's like 2 episodes where they're fighting Divine, what's his name, Revolta.
Yeah, Revolta, and I mean badass battle, by the way. Don't get me
Amazing,
wrong.
amazing.
Fucking fantastic battle. But I think just because of the amount of episodes, it took a bit of a dip on the excitement.
Yeah, and I don't know. I kind of caught it on the first episode, but it didn't last. Like for a minute, like the opening of the first, not the opening as in like the opening theme, but like the first like 5 minutes of the first episode looked more cartoony than season one did. Not necessarily like it looked more cartoon-ish than anime-ish, which I know is like fucking an
The hand in hand,
oxymoron.
but
Yeah,
yeah, I agree with you because I feel like there's a lot of newer seasons of animes that have come out that look more cartoonish than they did a few years ago, and I
yeah.
think this is one of them. So I do agree that I feel like this looked a little bit more. I wouldn't say bright and colorful because I guess Frieren is, but it looked more
I'd say bright and colorful is a good way to say it.
bright and
Looked
colorful. It looked
almost
more
a little
bright and
more
colorful.
cutesy, for lack of a better
Yeah,
term. But it was
yeah.
Yeah.
still, it didn't take anything away from it. It was still very good.
Hmm.
No, I definitely think that now being in season 2, we got a lot of the character development side that you tend to
Hmm.
get after you establish your characters in the world, the journey that they're on. But I enjoyed it. The growth that they have the whole time, you definitely just feel it. Like it's not just like okay, just an awkward little moment. Like they're actually growing as people and
Hmm.
in their quality of magic or abilities and learning what they can do with it. It's cool.
Yeah, yeah. I agree.
But the structure of the plot definitely is just a continuation. It's not just like, oh, this dude comes out of left corner just like out of nowhere. It's
Yeah,
like,
I
no,
mean,
we're still cruising,
yeah,
doing our
because
thing.
season one ended like, hey, we gotta get a first class mage or become one so we can travel farther north. And the whole point of this show is to get as far north as we can. And you know what's north? A shit ton of demons. You know what there was in this season? A shit ton more demons. So,
Yep.
Yeah. I feel that see what I liked about season one is that fact that I love cliffhangers to an extent. And season one didn't really leave off of one.
no.
It ended and then, at the end of an arc. This one did, and it's a pretty damn big one, I
Yeah.
think. It's
I assume you're talking about
so
the post credit scene.
yes,
Okay,
yeah.
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 Yeah,
So
major, major.
this one left on a big arc, and I'm gonna have a hard time if they take 3 more years to create the next season. That's gonna suck
Yeah, I agree.
because I like it
Yeah.
so much. That's not in a bad way.
Yeah. That would be, yeah. I guess we'd get the feeling of the people that watched season 1, but
3 years ago, yeah.
yeah, the pacing's great. Like I said, it didn't feel rushed in any way.
Mm-mm.
Definitely continues in what they do. I enjoy how they solve the problems, face whatever comes their way. Just the little moments in between that just give life to the show.
Yeah,
Frieren always being sleepy, not giving a care.
Yeah. Yeah.
and a love story blossoming between
Yeah,
Fern
Yeah. And Stark.
and Stark, Mister Stark.
slowly, but yeah, it's nice. All right, we move to section 2, being characters. We care about these people.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
mean,
everybody from
yeah,
season one. So if for some reason you're one of the weirdos that didn't like Freer in season one, you're not going to like this because it's exactly the same characters. We just get to see some more of all the ones that were introduced in the last arc of season one.
Hmm.
I agree. Like season like this, these are all the same characters. You're following the main three, um, and then you get a little bit more on Genau, Gnu,
You know?
the
Yeah.
Genau, which I enjoyed that. I think he's a pretty interesting character to develop. The one that I was upset that I needed to see more of
You,
was the
Bill. Oh, me too, brother. I was very upset Yubel
yeah.
didn't make an appearance.
Was Deacon.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
actually really enjoyed Deacon in the first episode or the first season. Um, and the fact that you get to see this bit of whatever his story is going to be in season three, where he's like, "Oh, he's going to go die," basically. I'm like,
yeah, they hint at
okay,
the
I would love
Golden
to see.
City, and then his job is to go maintain the barrier. But there's one of the seven big bads of the demon generals or whatever has made his home there, and he's like, anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, he's like,
something
he's
like
gonna
that.
go die. I'm like, all right,
Yeah, because the
well, guess
lady who
what?
could share memories like shook his hand, and then she's like, "Oh, I know what he's gonna go do."
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, you do get an attachment to these characters, of course, and you follow the same three that you really did in the first season. So
Yeah, and like I said a second ago, the development of them, Fern becoming more powerful and understanding of her power, but also learning how to be a bit more independent. She seems to be already. I mean, she pretty much babysits Frieren all the time, so she's, I would say, the head of the group. Not saying that Frieren isn't,
no,
but
I agree with that. Freeman's just like knows how to get there. Fern's like, here's how we're gonna get there.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, and even when it comes to battles, like she's just Frieren just goes off, and yeah, like whenever Fern fought the demons,
mhm.
um, Frieren was like, all right, I'm gonna go watch from afar and
Yeah,
give
you
you
you can.
support,
I know
and
you can
I
handle
guess
this.
yeah, and I guess I'll come
Yeah.
in if I need to.
But fuck, was it something with an M? The other
Plus some
one that
battle
was
rules.
with Ganal.
Methode,
Methode, dude, her
methode.
magic was fucking awesome.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, dude, the fucking big red balls.
Yeah, dude, that was sweet, dude.
Dude, are we not gonna talk about Fern's like fucking quick scope long range shot from
We can, yeah.
way off E?
Well, I mean, yeah, that was
He was,
cool too. But like, we've seen Fern use Zoltrock a bajillion times right now because it's the only spell
yeah, I
she
know,
throws
but that
out.
was like really far away at least.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
uh, yeah, dude, yeah, her magic was badass. It was.
Yeah, and Ganal's was pretty fucking sweet too, dude.
Gnaz was cool with the fucking wings.
Yeah, dude, that was
Yeah, that shit
Yep.
badass.
went hard.
I did like how Stark, growing in his confidence, being able to just try to take on those harder tasks that he knows he's scared. I mean, he shakes just like um his mentor did whenever in confronting any sort of difficult situation, but just completely obliterating. Like he's on point when he's in battle.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
dude.
mean, taking a
Only
hit
got
from the chest by a fucking demon.
Yeah,
I mean, that's fucking wild.
yeah,
sacrificing
he
himself
got
like that.
fucking what was that motherfucker's name? One from Demon
Which one?
Slayer.
Which one?
He
Oh,
got fucking
Rengoku.
Rengoku'd and he's still kicking.
I thought I was scared, dude. I was like, man, was this kind of like the setup that something bad's gonna happen to him whenever they were fighting like that? Because like,
Yeah.
you don't split up, but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
wanted to help that dude.
Revolta's like, I know humans are gonna split up.
Yeah,
And then
I was like, great.
he was right.
Yeah,
Still lost, but he was right.
And he did lose.
but also I guess getting to see those villains, Revolta, and then his underlings, and just how really chaotic they are. They really are
Yeah, I mean they
evil
were on a
to the
different
core.
level from like the demons they met that were in that city. I can't remember in season one, right before they
Yeah,
went to
yeah,
the mage exam arc. Like
Yeah.
these guys were all as powerful, obviously Revolta being more powerful than the head dude of that.
yeah.
So like it
He's
was
like the General Grievous.
yeah, they didn't
Yeah.
really like they didn't really harp on it. It was just like kind of in the background how you could tell like these demons were like serious, like
And it
Hmm.
just
makes
in the
sense.
way that their battle was and stuff, like and them talking about them before the battle and how long it took them to figure out their techniques and stuff. That was an interesting way they did that instead of there being like a narrator being like, "Oh, these demons are better."
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. A pause in the fight scene. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, he's better than I am.
yeah, like how JJK. There's always the narrator describing the curse techniques.
You got to replay those sometimes because
Oh, dude,
they're a lot.
wait till you see fucking the dude who has basically the Plinko machine curse technique. His is I had to reread those like 4 pages of the manga like 8 times.
Dang. All right, well, that's cool. But um, Yeah, I mean, every character definitely felt important. Whether it was the
Yeah,
little kids in the village that they were trying to save, to yeah, just learning about, I guess, the hierarchy of the demon side, and it's just ever growing. Meeting those other mages at the arc, that training arc, was pretty
yeah,
cool. I mean, their abilities and seeing how they're going to continue to be a part of the show, because
yeah.
you have the
My
older elf.
my guess would have been like, yeah, all right, we see those guys in the mage exam arc, and that's it. Like maybe they
Yep.
show up. I did not expect any of them to play a major part
I wasn't expecting,
moving forward.
yeah, what's
Mhm.
his name to get such a big like he's on the cliffhanger at the end. Like I
Yeah,
wasn't
Dinkin.
expecting him to come back like Dinkin to come back like that. Also, I want to make a mention to the demon with the katana. Dude, that was badass.
Oh yeah,
She had the magic in the katana. That was
yeah.
cool.
Mhm. Mhm.
Any
Sweet.
any any chick with a katana is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, it's definitely a vibe. Um, and they did well with the character animation too. Like they all look pretty put together. Like every character has their you can feel like I guess their aura or behind them just by looking at them.
yeah, no one's a
Like
carbon copy of
Yeah.
someone else.
yeah,
No, everybody's very unique.
well, that's nice. We get into section 3, the animation and visuals. It looks great.
Yeah,
Pretty
Yeah, it
like
beautiful
looks
I
a little
show.
bit more cartoony, but
yeah, like I said at the
um
top, with the first episode took me out of it for a second. It didn't last long. I don't know what it was, but something about like the first 5 to 10 minutes, it just looked more cartoony than the rest. And I was like, okay, this is interesting, but I feel like it kind of went back to how it originally was. Like, I guess
Yeah.
the first episode being a bright, colorful, happy episode. Fern's a first class mage, woohoo, and
Hmm.
then them
yeah.
swiftly getting into the north and it being just a barren fucking tundra basically everywhere.
And maybe that was the I guess effect is they weren't in the tundra yet, so it's nice, bright and
Yeah,
bubbly. And then once they get into the dark side of the tundra where there's monsters, demons, and shit, it gets a little bit darker, like what we remember the first season like. So I liked. I mean, of course, the animation looks besides the first couple of episodes, the damn near the same, which is good. It's very well done. The fight scenes were fucking awesome.
yeah,
Um, incredibly animated.
yeah. Very, very, very
Yep.
well done.
And it is confirmed. I know you don't want to hear this, but I think a reason for the animation to have that different feel is that they did rotoscope some scenes.
Oh,
I
really?
noticed that. I wasn't gonna bring it up because I didn't know because I like in my back of my mind there were some scenes where I was like, that looks like rotoscoping,
I
It's
didn't
but
just so
catch
it
it.
was
fluid. The
it was
motion of some
very yeah,
things.
it was very well done to where you couldn't really tell, but if you were looking for it, which I always am, you could tell. But it's
I didn't.
very
I didn't
very
catch it.
minute. Yeah, like
That's
it was good
impressive.
enough. Yeah,
It's limited, which is good because if it's too much, then it becomes one of those shows that it just the animation is gonna kill it. Like
Yeah.
it's not to the point that it needs to be. It's almost trying to be too live action. But
yeah, it
this
becomes
is
100 meters.
the perfect balance of you get it when you need it, and then I mean everything else is great throughout. The
Yeah,
backgrounds still look great. The environment and just landscape scenes in between just
yeah,
keep that feel nice.
yeah.
Cool. Section 4 is the sound and music. Does the sound peak?
I
Look,
mean, well, honestly,
that
this point gets me every time because I don't have the ear for music, but I know sound is more than just music. But every time my head goes to music because I'm dumb, I don't. Again, I don't listen for the music. So as far as the sound ones, I'm pretty much a dead end on this topic always. But the magic sounds cool, like the sound effects, the clashing of steel when they're fighting. The Starks hitting the dude's swords and stuff like that. It all sounds great, but sound isn't. I don't know. This topic's always hard for me because I don't. It could sound like shit, but if it looks good,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna like it. And the voice acting's fine, obviously. I have no
Yeah.
problems with the voice acting.
So
I was gonna
I
say
was,
that too.
yeah, I was watching this, and Kayla was on the couch next to me, and she was reading a book, and I was watching this on Tuesday, and she was like, the background sound, like the intermediate music and everything like that, is
Oh, the
so,
flute, little,
yeah,
yeah.
is so beautiful. It's so great. And Kayla goes, it sounds like Titanic. I'm like, you know what? It does sound kind of like Titanic. It was very how would you say, mythical. I really enjoy the
Cool.
background music of this. I think the background music, the intro and outro were, they're okay. I don't really think that they're anything that's going to stand out. I'm not going to save them on my phone. Of course, voice acting, exact same. Sounds great. And then of course they do great on the on the FX. Like it's fucking
Yeah.
top tier.
I
I do
will.
think it starts to go ahead.
Go ahead.
It starts
Mine's
to
off topic.
reach for me like Full Metal Alchemist, to where the tracks are consistently hitting where they need to hit, to where it's just it wraps up the story nicely. Like, you're heading into a little like transition scene because you hit that flute little tune. They're
Okay.
just chatting down, walking down the road, and then you
Okay.
get this epic fight scene, which, I mean, it just builds up as they fight. It's not the same every time, but it's an intense moment.
Yeah, something's about to happen.
Yeah. And then the just silence in between whenever Fern has like deep moments where she's just in thought, or they just get done doing something. It's like, we did it, or like, whew,
Or when she's
didn't think we are
fucking
gonna make it
pissed
out of
off.
that.
When she's
Yeah.
pissed off at Stark, the billionth fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's well done overall. Nothing really misses a beat. But go ahead, off track.
Okay. Oh,
He
for
done
sound.
forgot.
As far as music goes, I will have. I know I just said I'd never have an opinion on this, but I will have an opinion about a soundtrack when we do Konosuba. So look forward to
Okay.
that. Like I said, it was very off topic.
I'm already waiting.
Yeah.
All
Cliffhanger.
right.
Tune in
Yeah.
2 weeks.
All right, will do. 5, world building and lore. Does the world feel alive?
Yeah, dude. If for any fantasy anime that I've ever watched, usually like the setting is like the main city, or like the forest where the monsters are, the Adventurers Guild. This one, it feels like you can track the world like in your head, because like they
Where they're
stop in
at.
the towns. They're obviously they're on a linear path north, right? But like everything, like there's little callbacks to places, like they mentioned Zine when the other mage lady's like, "Oh, you may need a priest," and like, "Oh, what if Zion wants to come back?" It's like, "Oh yeah, he's off doing his thing, trying to find his buddy."
For
Like,
real though.
Yeah.
yeah, like the world building in this is probably the best I've ever seen.
I
Mhm.
agree. It is fantastic world building. I like the addition of a possible. I don't know how it's going to go. I haven't read the manga, but if like the Golden City, if this is going to be like a side, kind of like
Mm-hmm.
we're intermediate into this. So I like that we're kind of going off and seeing a little bit more of the world that they're in than just this straight linear path going through towns and cities. I like the fact that they're trying to add something that might possibly be more of a mainstay. So I mess with that too on the second season. But of course, the world feels alive. It's again, you can like I feel like you can trek everywhere they go. It's really they do very well on that.
Yeah, the world building is
Yeah,
amazing.
and I think it reminded me, or I mentioned it maybe the first episode, how in Samurai Champloo they're
Mm.
hitting those towns on the way to the
Yeah, and that one
rewards.
even had the visual indicator of the map. Like, that was
Mhm.
nice
Yeah.
too.
But I definitely think that the world is consistent and believable. They're not just throwing random stuff in there to just make it exciting or just interesting. I like
Yeah.
how the timeline for Frieren is getting more involved, where as she was younger, she was doing other things, and time passes, and she sees those changes that have happened over time, whether it be the change in magic, the towns that they've saved, the people that they've met. Just it just keeps it wrapped up nicely to where
Mm-hmm.
you understand Frieren, and just, I guess, the timeline that she has, it
Yeah.
being almost pretty long because she's a elf.
Yeah, like even the small stuff, like that bridge. Like in every
Yeah.
other story, that would be a total non-issue, right? But in this one,
Yeah.
they take the
Mhm.
time to be like, oh, we can either walk like what it was 3 or 4 days, however long it was, around. We can go down and try and swim, but then we have to fight the mountains. Or wait, I knew a guy 200 years ago that was building a bridge. It should almost be done by now.
Yep.
Mhm.
So it's cool. It gives it that realism to where it, like humans live an X amount, elves live substantially longer, dwarves live longer as well. So seeing that
Yeah.
calculate correctly is nice. Um, what else? The power scaling, I enjoy that. How it's earned and it's not just like gained per like
Yeah,
bloodline
like or
or
you're in like an intense fight and you suddenly figure out how to do this thing you've been trying to train for, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
And
I've
I
been training so I know how to do this. I just need to find an opening. Like that kind of
Mhm.
stuff's
yeah,
awesome.
and I like the like method whenever like she's like, "Hey, this is my people's power that we've always fought demons with." So I like how it's very there are some areas of this world that have like a specific magic type
Hmm.
that can defeat demons, and they've grown that power for so long and they're very good at it. So I like the aspect that it can be also uh, geography geography kind of, I
Yeah,
guess.
and even like all of Friren's obsession with random spells touches on that. Like how like she had that spell in season one to catch a bird. Like
Mhm.
she's like
Yeah.
that came from a tribe, you know, X hundred years ago that were specialized in catching avian monsters and birds and stuff for hunter and gathering.
Yeah.
Or like she got a fucking spell that you can flip a pancake perfectly. Like just
Yeah.
even that goes into world building, like what types of spells there are around the world.
Yeah, the spell about saying a tongue
Tongue
twister.
twister, yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking the most random thing, but that's all world building, and I think it's very not it's very unique how they add not only these great big powerful spells that defeat demons, but all these very specific ones about
Focused,
flipping fucking
yeah.
pancakes and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, refined skills that I mean
odd odd
in our
things.
world, as you do stuff, you practice and practice, you get better and better. And I think it follows that to where she's understandably strong because she's learned and read so many grimoires, having that refined knowledge
Mhm.
and skill. So cool. Yeah. 6, emotional impact. Did it make you feel something?
This one there wasn't as much emotional impact to season one because obviously season one had the death of Himmel. So like that was really the big emotional part of season one. This one it's just like your feeling is like they're on an epic adventure, right? So like
Yeah.
you're if you're not attached to the adventure or the characters, you're not really gonna feel anything. Obviously you feel excitement and stuff when there's a battle going on and they win and you feel, happy when they're happy or sad when they're sad, or you think it's funny that Fern's Fern. Uh
Yeah.
So like, but as far as like deep feelings of sadness or excitement, there wasn't really as much as season one.
No, definitely not as much. I think the only episode that it really like got back. So there, like throughout the first season, you got a bunch of flashbacks of Himmel and the party, and
Hmm.
you still get those in the second season. But I think the only one was whenever she finds
His
Himmel's
journal.
memoirs, his
Yeah, that
journal.
was a good one.
That was a really good episode, and you get a pretty good flashback about that. And but other than that, there's really not a whole lot of feeling to this one. You can make um,
I
an
think it'd be
argument for
more
Gnau's
I think it'd be
with
more on
his
Freeren's
backstory.
side though, because it's her continuing to learn to appreciate those small moments because they
Yeah,
have been
Mhm.
become
Yeah.
so much more impactful to her after the loss of him and under trying to figure out, what he wanted to say to her. But um and then her also reinforcing those moments with Stark and Fern, they get frustrated with her. They're like, "Why do we have to do this?" And she'll smile, like you give her that little grin. It's like Oh, just because then you get that flashback, and then you're like,
Yeah.
dang, all right, that's a feel good moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
yeah,
just enough feelings like that, like the sweetness of the memories she has with her original party. Like it's not really
yeah,
overdone, I don't think. So it's a perfect balance of the slower shit with enough action to keep you interested, and then obviously the main goal of getting to wherever the hell they're going.
Yeah,
yeah. And I was surprised that we were going to get more backstory out of everybody from season one. We're going to get more of Ganao out of fucking
Yeah,
everybody that we got
exactly.
more of. We got more of him, and we got a lot of him too. And it was pretty interesting character development where he was like got a cold heart, but he, you know, saved Stark first. You know, he
Yeah,
pointed
he
at
was
him.
he was he was a hard ass. Only he tried to present himself as a hard ass, and he's just a big softy.
Yeah,
yeah,
and he kills demon kids.
He does do that.
gotta do
That's
what you
pretty
gotta
sweet.
do. Yep. All right. 7, originality and identity. What makes it different?
I mean, it's the
The
same as season
with
one.
the same as yeah. I mean the main journey's done. Like the ultimate end goal to save the world, quote unquote, is over. So this is
Yeah,
just like I mean it's in the title, Beyond Journey's End. So this is the part where this is the part that everybody makes up in their head. Like what happens to all these characters after the main story's over? Like this is that. So that's
Yep.
its
mhm.
origin. The setting, obviously, there's a million fucking bajillion animes where their setting is fantasy world, magic, and swords. There's nothing original about that. It's the story itself, and I'd go as far as to say the characters. I'd say most like action adventure animes, you don't get this level of detail with characters and character building.
Yeah. It's Frieren is more story driven, but you get fantastic battle scenes in between. So
Yeah,
this is a story anime, very lore heavy, but you get fantastic battles that just happen. So that's very unique as well. I feel like you're either one or the other, and this one does a great job at juggling both of those.
hmm
Yeah. Yeah, and I do like how Frieren is learning the impact of, I guess, the things that humans do in a lifetime compared to like an elf's lifetime, and wanting to just make the most of it.
Mm.
But she's learned that a little too late, but now she seems to be on track, and
She's trying to redeem herself.
yeah, very, very much so. But it's cool. She has the apprentices of her fellow um, teammates, so that's a cool lineage and legacy to continue, and her still be a
Yeah,
part of it.
yeah. When Stark was like, "Yeah, you're a great mother," I'm like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit." Yeah.
Not an old hag. Yeah. All right. 8, consistency. Does it stay good the whole way through?
Yeah,
It's Frieren.
without a
Yeah,
doubt. Yeah.
it's fantastic the entire way. I did again. I finished it in one day. I started it, thought I was going to do 2 days. It was one.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. No filler feeling episodes for me.
No.
Um, I like the
Mhm.
emotional hits, but also keeping the high intensity action and the developing story keeps you intrigued. It's not just like a linear thing. It doesn't feel linear because nobody's done it, but it's just cool the little twists and turns that things happen as they meet other people and as they go here and there. So it's definitely consistent in being fresh. So that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Cool. 9, the enjoyment factor. Do you like it?
I think it's pretty obvious.
It's
We all.
Frieren.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
We
yeah.
love
It's
it.
Frieren.
If
You
you've
like
made
the
it if
first
you've made
season,
it
you
this
liked it.
far and don't think we liked it, then you weren't listening.
Yeah, fantastic. They do everything great. We can go back on through all the points. It's fucking. It's great. They did a great job.
Yeah.
My only gripe is 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Like I get it, how arcs end. I understand, and I do. If you're watching it live, you don't know how many episodes there are going to be, and I think that's a big thing for Fear in season one. So instead of like a 12 or 24, you had 28. Unfortunately, with this one, you got less than half of that.
Yeah.
So because I enjoyed it so much, I'm upset that there was so less amount of episodes.
But on the other side of that argument, I don't think this season would have been any better if they squeezed out 2 more episodes from it.
Oh, I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm just saying that if they were to stop at 10 episodes, I'm upset that the 3 years that we waited, we only got 10.
Well,
Yeah.
sure,
We
yeah,
could
I
have
agree
pushed
with
another
that.
arc.
I'd,
We could
I'd
have pushed
rather,
another entire arc.
yeah,
Like instead of 10 or 12.
I'd rather have 10 quality, amazing episodes than 20 dragged out bullshit pacing episodes, though.
I mean, I agree with you.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah, I know you
the
do. I'm
first
just
one was
saying.
the first one was 28 episodes of fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
So they could have done at least 14 or something. It's just I was just upset because I enjoyed it so much that I wish it was
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
You felt cut short. Yeah. I mean, having watched these shorter animes that we've been watching, I think I've almost been conditioned to where I'm okay with this amount, as long as you're actually hitting the points that you need. Yes, it was sad that it ended at 10, but I mean, I think it did what it needed to overall. So I was
Yeah,
I
very.
mean, I agree. I do. I don't like big cliffhangers, and this one fell on a big one. I do wish they probably would have added another arc at least, just because I enjoy it. I do agree with you that don't rush it, and I'd rather get 10 episodes of greatness than 20 episodes of slop. But I think the overall storyline of Frieren is good enough to where we could have got more and not been rushed. I would have waited another year for fucking 10 more episodes.
yeah, I agree with that 100%. But it was still quality, amazing
Yeah, still
10
definitely quality.
episodes.
Yeah, definitely quality.
Sweet. And number 10, the impact and legacy. Does it matter in the anime culture?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, obviously. I mean,
$100%.
Frieren's exploded in popularity. Like, there's people in other countries spray painting her on walls, making murals of her, like,
Yeah,
this is, I mean, this is as big as Demon Slayer was in 2020, like, this
For
is
its
the,
yeah,
genre, I think it's definitely there.
yeah,
It's doing
this
what
is
it's
the
supposed to.
episode people, or this is the show people are telling people to watch to get into fantasy animes, right? Like, this
Yeah.
yeah.
is,
Like on TikTok, it was Frieren Tuesdays because that's whenever it came.
yeah.
It was releasing on Tuesdays, and every Tuesday I was getting a bunch of TikToks about, oh, Frieren came out, and it's like, well, I gotta hold off. I
And
can't
I
watch
mean,
it yet.
even after season one, the 3 years in between, you couldn't get on any form of social media and look at anything anime related and not see free run.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'd see the ratings for each episode, and they'd be so high because I mean that anticipation for them is already built up, but then you get delivered quality shows or
Yeah.
episodes, so it's
Um,
just
yeah,
a lot of um, input from everybody, and it's good input, so just gives you a good show.
yeah.
yeah.
And you can
So
tell how popular an anime is by how fast the dub comes out, and
Yeah,
the dub was coming out like the day
I think it was
after the sub was.
simultaneous.
It might have been, but on
So
Crunchyroll it was the day after.
here's a good indicator for ever since Full Metal Alchemist came out. It was the number one anime on my anime list. There was a couple times where like something would overtake it, but Full Metal Alchemist was at the top consistently. Every like
hmm
it had the longest streak ever.
So it
Freeren's
should be.
been on number one since it came out, season one.
Yeah.
dang,
And I mean it made a huge
well done.
impact, and
Yeah.
it's well deserved. Well
Yeah,
deserved.
and it's not like I don't think it's really like knocking down Full Metal. I just think it's like
It's
competing at the
fresh.
similar
It's
level.
just
All right, so
fresh.
you said it. That was my hot take. I think this is a better starting anime, and in my opinion, I think it's better than Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Because I just
For
finished
somebody
rewatching Brotherhood, so Brotherhood's still fresh on my mind. I think
Yeah.
I enjoy this more.
for somebody who is getting into anime, this is one of the animes that you recommend. Used to it would be Full Metal Alchemist or something like that. This hits more with a wide range of people. I think more people could watch this anime and be like, okay, I get why people watch this stuff.
Yeah,
so I
well,
think Full Metal Alchemist has taken a backseat to that.
I think Full Metal Alchemist, because like I said, I just rewatched it. I think it's starting to show its age. Some of the tropes in it are a little more so outdated than when they felt fresh and stuff like that. Like
this is fresh. This is why it's better than Full Metal Alchemist in this time, is because it feels fresh. It's
yeah,
great
Yeah, but
animation.
ask me in 3
Animation
more
doesn't feel
years, and my
aged.
opinion might change. But right now, if I were to erase one of the shows and get to experience them for the first time again, I would choose Frieren over Full Metal right now.
given how little we've
I disagree.
seen of Frieren
That's just because
compared to a full series.
Yeah, that's the edge that Full Metal still has for sure, is that it is a definitive beginning and a definitive end, right? But
Yeah.
Frieren just feels,
In the
I
course
just
that it's taking
feel
right
more
now,
attached to
you
the
think
characters. Like name 3 side characters from Full Metal.
Captain Mustang, Gluttony, agreed.
All right,
um,
but you know what I'm, but like so,
yeah.
that's an unfair way to
Nah,
put
no,
it. But
I,
like, because
I
again, it's
definitely
no,
fresh.
yeah,
no.
I haven't
Full
seen
Metal
Full Metal
has a
Alchemist in
bigger
years.
roster of characters,
Yes.
I think, to where Frieren, yes, it focuses on your 3 characters. You have your side characters, your like little tag-alongs for a minute or two, but still they're an impact to the show. But you have those people that you're following throughout, like Alphonse and his brother, which I guess you could say the same thing, but they're already.
Alphonse and his brother. You can't even remember the main guy's name.
The
Hold on.
so
I made my point. Edward.
Damn, nice.
What's
So,
what's
Thinking
what's the
Eddie.
auto mail engineer's name? The chick.
Oh, shoot. I want to say like Amy
Winry.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
nice. I haven't
Winry
watched it in about a year.
Rock
I do think
Rockbell?
it's.
Yeah.
Huh?
Winry Rockbell. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It's been like 6 years, 7
Yeah, I
years since
know.
I watched it.
Like I said, that's an unfair way to compare them.
I
But
think the
I get what
reason
you're
why it
saying.
feels fresh is because it's been spanned over so many years. Frieren has been running for 3 years so far, and we still have a lot left. Well, the manga's not done yet, so we don't know how long it's going to be, I guess.
yeah, manga's still
With
been on.
Full Metal Alchemist, it made such a huge impact in over 1 year. That was its runtime, 64 episodes over 1 year. And it is 17 years old.
Yeah, I mean, it's still right now it's number 3 because JoJo's, but it'll get back to number 2 in no time.
But I do agree that it feels more fresh, and this is something I'm not going to go to somebody that's never seen anime before and say, "Hey, you need to watch FMAB." I'm going to say, "Hey, you need to watch Frieren."
But that was
it. That was it. 17 years ago.
That was it until 3 years ago, brother.
I wouldn't have done it 3 years ago. If somebody if 3 years ago, would you actually walk up to somebody that's never seen anime and say, "You need to watch FMAB first"?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's
that was
nothing,
the
there's
one.
nothing Demon Slayer, nothing else in between.
No.
Really?
There's not one that's even comes close.
I probably would have picked something other than FMAP.
No.
3 or 4 years ago.
No. No way. You can't even name one.
It just shows its age. It shows its age.
You can't even name one.
I already gave you one.
Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer's not bad.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, respect. Demon Slayer's amazing.
I'm not.
But it's not even
better.
Dude,
I'm not saying it's better than FMAB. I'm not saying that FMAB is my number 1 anime of all time. I'm just saying that it would be easier for somebody new to watch than FMAB.
Well, sure, yeah, because it had 12 episodes back then.
There you go. That's all you need to know.
Well, episode count doesn't mean anything.
I did animation, character design. Whenever are you gonna watch something from the 80s right now? Like you're gonna go and flip on a movie from the 80s?
No.
If it gets recommended by one of our viewers,
yeah, you're not. You're not. You're not going to, because of it doesn't hold up animation wise or visually.
Well, here's the thing, though.
You
Full Metal Alchemist still looks better than like 90% of the shit coming out today.
Well, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that there are at least 10% of animes that have come out nowadays that do look better, and it might be a better introduction than FMAP.
Oh yeah, I get. I mean, I see what you're saying. I disagree, but you're not wrong. I just would still, if free in a world where Frieren didn't exist, Full Metal Alchemist is still by far the one to tell people to watch if they've never seen one. I don't even think it comes close. Like nothing else is even in that ballpark if we take out Frieren.
I think there are I have the
Name
reason why I
another
bring it up
one.
is
The only reason I think it is because the definitive beginning and end. If
Yeah,
Full
that's
Metal
what
I'm
I'm
not saying
Alchemist
that's wrong.
if Full Metal Alchemist was still like we're still waiting on season 4 or something, right? Like imagine that
Yeah,
world.
yeah,
Then Full Metal Alchemist isn't even in Full Metal Alchemist ballpark, you know? Like how many people
yeah.
talk about Full Metal Alchemist 2007? That one has a definitive beginning and end. Have you ever recommended that to anyone ever?
No.
I get recommended not to watch it, so
Yeah, exactly. But like
um,
there's nothing else that's even close. This has turned into a Full
the
Metal Alchemist podcast, but hey,
one of the
Frieren gets a 9.5, in case anybody was
oh, okay,
wondering.
yeah, let's sum up our ratings. Let's see.
it's a 9 for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think a
Um,
9.7. I
Ooh,
really wanted to wrap
9.7,
up.
big.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty big.
I think you guys are right. It's in the course of Full Metal Alchemist. It can
It's on the
become,
fast track to beating it.
It
and I
is.
hope it
I need to
does,
get an
but this
end, but I
hiatus
agree.
is what's really going to slow it down. And yes, 3 years, people can pick it back up and enjoy it just as much as they did 3 years ago, but
Yeah, I mean,
it
I
needs
watched
to
it 3 years ago
keep
when it
coming
was
out.
airing, and then I watched it 3 years later, back in 2 months ago when we did season 1, and it was still amazing to watch through the second time 3 years later. Just like Full Metal Alchemist, like I just finished that. It was amazing to watch through again, and it's probably been 6 or 7 years since I've watched through it.
Yeah. I just I follow with your beginning and ending to where it's harder to want to recommend somebody to it. Not saying it's a bad show, but to want to introduce them to anime, I think Full Metal Alchemist definitely just is a nice package to
Yeah,
deliver to somebody.
there's not a better one, but and what the only reason I'm saying that is because I think Frieren is beating it right now. Like I would, even though Frieren doesn't have
Frieren
that
is beating it
definitive
right now.
beginning and end, I would still say, hey, you've never seen anything, watch Frieren. Or if you want something that has a
Mine's
definite end, watch Full Metal because there's nothing else.
mine's always Erased. That's the one I always tell people to watch first.
All right, that's pretty damn
The
cool.
only reason why I say that is it's grounded. We're not talking about, magic and fucking twinks and shit like that. It's
Magic and
grounded,
tweaks.
it's realistic. Yeah, name me a better trope.
I mean, yeah,
The
fair.
it's more grounded. So I always recommend Frieren, Erased,
Yeah, that's true. But
something
like,
like that.
I think the reason people get into anime is because they see the short form versions of like they see a TikTok of Naruto or One Piece and they're like, man, this shit's action heavy. What's a good one? It's like that's why Full Metal Alchemist has always been like it's easy to digest. It's like 64 or 60, 56 something episodes.
64. 64, 64.
Um, and so it's like it's not crazy long where like Naruto has fucking 500 if you're not including, if you're just including Shippuden, that's 500. One Piece is
Yeah.
over 1,000. Fairy Tales 500 something. Bleach is 300 something. Uh, what am I missing? I mean, those are the big ones.
Yeah,
Dragon
like
Ball, I
I
guess, technically.
Yeah,
I think one
Dragon
of the
Ball is
biggest things
confusing.
Yeah.
one of the biggest things that people don't like about anime is that it's animated. Like, that's like a big gripe of people that don't watch it is because they think it's like for children
Yeah, I
and
think
things
it's a
like that.
cartoon. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why I always recommend Erased. That's usually what I tell people. Watch
Yeah,
Erased
fair.
because it's more grounded. You just got to get over the fact that it's animated.
Yeah,
Okay.
fair. All right. Well,
All right.
Frieren's better than Full Metal. I'm gonna die on this hill.
Yeah, Frieren is big dog. Can't believe I got to tell you this. I've been agreeing with you the entire time. Frieren is the better
Yeah,
one
but your part about
because if
there's nothing better than Full
because it
Metal
feels
to
more
recommend to
fresh.
somebody. I will not agree with you on that. Erase is a good one. I'll give you that,
What
but
the fuck
it's
you just
not
say?
better than Full Metal.
It feels more fresh. Frieren feels more fresh, and I would recommend this one over Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, we should have saved this discussion for an in between episode. This would have been a great one. We may have to revisit this one day. This should have been the hot takes episode.
Yeah, dude, the hot take episode. The next one is what is the best anime? Well, I guess I already told mine.
Well, the next one is the 1 through 10 idea, which I need to pull up my notes real quick and see if I still have it all.
Oh yeah. Do y'all want to? So next week we're not going to do. We're going to be watching Konosuba. In 2 weeks we'll be doing that podcast. In the meantime, since it's 3 seasons and I think 35 episodes, something like that, we're going to be doing a filler episode next week, which will be your 1 out of 10 animes. The first one will be your 1 out of 10 anime, then a 2 out of 10 anime, 3 out of 10 anime.
Yeah, and it can't be anything we've talked about on the show already.
Yeah, so you're like your 10 out of 10 can't be Frieren, or your 1 out of 10 can't be Uncle. It can't be any of that.
Man, when you came up with that rule, the first one I wrote down when me and you were talking about this idea was number 1, Uncle from Another World.
I had my 2 out of 10 was Assassin, and I was like, I don't think we should be able to talk about the ones that we've seen.
Yeah.
So
there are so many more shows to talk about that do kind of get swept under the rug, whether it be other shows take over it or they just stop because I mean they're done for the season but are still picking up momentum. So I agree. I mean I'll definitely have a list set for that.
I gotta change my 10 out of 10.
I just changed mine too.
Can't be Vinland Saga.
Oh, yeah, we did come up with this idea like a month and a half ago.
And I can't use Love Chinibio. Fuck. Dude, I'm fucked. Boys, I gotta redo my list.
I still feel pretty good about mine. I'm looking at it right now.
I'm good for everything except those 2.
Yeah.
Those 2 are the only ones that I had that we talked about. So
well, if you somehow finish Konosuba's game, because technically we haven't talked about it yet.
Konosuba will be game.
If you need an easy answer, if you need an easy slot to fill in, it's not on mine, but it'll be game.
Yeah, it's not. It won't be on mine because I haven't seen it, so I can't tell. All right.
Yeah, next week 1 through 10. Week after that, Konosuba season 1 through 3. Again, if y'all have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. I'm pretty bad at checking them. We have a couple, not a ton, but if you have any comments, you'll get bumped to the top of the list. Obviously, if you comment with enough time for me to actually catch it. But other than that, y'all got anything you want to say?
No.
Thanks for watching.
Yep, Full Metal Alchemist is still the best one to recommend to somebody who's never seen anything. Y'all have a good night. Peace.